July 22nd, 11:20 a.m. 11:21 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Leave it to you to think of something like calling Orla, Mr. Wright. Well, she's the only one who knows all the answers, after all. I just talked to Pearls, and she said Orla seems to be feeling fine. Now we have to try and figure out how Mr. Rhymes manipulated Orla. If we put Mr. Rhymes and Orla together, maybe we can get some kind of clue. And I can't forget about that strange set of prints of Rhymes's either. Or, you know, the fact that Summers taught her boyfriend how to do all the tricks. I really appreciate you trying to save both Orla and me. I had no idea Merlin hated Orla like that. I feel like I've been shot by a torpedo ray. Of course he would hate the killer whale that murdered his girlfriend right in front of him. Oh, Mr. Bloom, you've been watching the trial. Oh, yes, I came to make a declaration of war. A declaration of war? No matter what the results of today's trial, I will report the truth in my new book. Even if that truth goes against what I wrote in The Killer Whale. I don't know what the truth is. Not even about what happened a year ago. Dr. Crab? Ezra died right in front of my eyes, in the middle of a pirate show. She suddenly fell from the orca's back and began to thrash around in pain. The orca was singing a song, then she started headbutting Ezra over and over. Finally, the orca took Ezra in her mouth and brought her to the side of the pool. Just before she died, Ezra was holding her chest in obvious pain. She was holding her chest? Wait a minute. Could it be? I don't think Orla was to blame for the incident a year ago either. What? I think the cause of Miss Summers' death might have been her heart condition. Heart condition? What heart condition? I never heard anything about it. Miss Summers had a prescription with Hickfield Clinic for a heart condition. The orca didn't kill her. I think it's possible her heart condition did. What? Ezra had a heart condition too? I guess she hid it from everybody. Just like I did. So that means the orca was innocent a year ago too. It's just a theory, but I think the orca headbutted Ezra to check on her, and then did the lifesaver trick to rescue her. So there was no need to put the orca down after all. So you really did intend to put Orla down? No, Jack and I were against such a thing. We're against such a thing from the start. But you said you were going to euthanize the orca. Yeah, I've been wondering about that. Dr. Crab, about this capsule. It's not a poison, but a sleeping drug, right? That's right. Even if Orla attacks someone, or even if the Center for Dangerous Animal Control demands she be put down, I never had any intention of killing her. I would use sleeping pills to make her look like she was dead, and then set her free. That's why I purchased so many sleeping capsules. Oh, that's why? But I never considered the possibility that that poor woman's death was illness. She seems pretty disturbed to be wrong. I simply want to know the truth. That is why I will tell you who my client is. The day I witnessed the owner's death, I was there at the request of the animal keeper, Marlon Rhymes. That is correct. That day my client called me to ask me to investigate the orca pool. He must have wanted you to witness what Orla was going to do. Why did you decide to tell us this? My desire to protect my client was standing in the way of the truth. I couldn't allow that. I will be watching to see how all this unfolds. Good luck to you, blue and yellow duo. Well, that was quite a bombshell she just dropped, and so casually too. That woman really is a free spirit. Do you remember what you said yesterday, Mr. Lawyer? That you would expose any secret if it would help save Sasha? I remember. It's my duty as a lawyer. Well, I just wanted you to know that I don't blame you for exposing the aquarium's secret. It may put me in hot water, but if it helps save the orca, let me clue you in on another secret. Focus on the orca song.
The orca song, huh? What could he be hinting at? Oh, Mr. Wright? Looks like it's time. Alright, let's go back in. You've got it, boss. We're gonna go in there and save Sasha and Orla together. Yeah. July 22nd, 11:30 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 4.
The court will now reconvene. Is the witness, Orla Shipley, commonly known as Orla, ready?
Well, the orca is present, but I highly doubt she understands what's going on.
Ho ho! Just as adorable as yesterday.
I distinctly remember you being afraid of her on several occasions.
Now then, Mr. Wright, how do you propose to cross-examine the witness?
I intend to have the young lady there with Orla help me.
Hello, everyone. That young lady? Did I meet her once before? A long time ago?
Yes, that's Pearl Fay, my old friend.
Well, didn't she grow up to be a lovely young lady?
Oh! I have no interest in this chit-chat. On with the cross-examination.
Mr. Wright, this is all your fault. Why are you dawdling?
How is this my fault?
The court will now hear the testimony of Orla Shipley.
Alright, here we go. I hope she doesn't incriminate herself. This is her first time, after all. Uh-huh. Right. Yeah?
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
Do you seriously intend to cross-examine this orca?
Well, she is a key witness for the defense, after all, sir.
Every time you come to my courtroom, you open my eyes to a new way of thinking. It appears this will be another one of those times.
Yes, he's giving me the go-ahead. I'd now like to put the witness and Mr. Rhymes together to see how he manipulated the orca. Hopefully, Orla will have some kind of reaction.
Fine by me, but now what will happen, I tell you.
Mr. Rhymes was right. Nothing happened. I guess I shouldn't have expected it to be easy. How did he manipulate her? Right, Dano, I hope you realize that if you can't prove with this cross-examination how Rhymes controlled the orca, your defendant will be declared guilty immediately. Yes, I realize that. This is my last chance. I have to figure out how Rhymes commanded Orla to do her tricks.
Please begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Alright, here we go.
Hold it!
Miss Shipley, I'm afraid Fweet is not going to get us anywhere. Huh. This is your plan of action. If you're incapable of interpreting orca speech, this entire exercise is folly.
Objection!
You leave this interpretation of Orla's heart to me. Alright, girl. What you got to say? Let me hear it. Oh, Orla, you're so cute. Right, Dano. Surely you don't intend to continue this farce? I do. Miss Shipley, please continue with your testimony.
Hold it!
Could you interpret that for the court, Miss Sykes? I'm getting a strong reading of happiness. Maybe she thinks she's doing a show? I demand serious witness testimony. This is no time for fun and games. If you continue this mockery, I will subject you to 40 lashes within a wet fish. Not a wet noodle. That just sounds fishy. Hey, speaking of from experience, anything is better than 40 lashes from a whip.
Defense will please caution its witness to conduct herself with propriety.
Hold it!
Instead of impersonating a one-orca man, could you show us the lifesaver trick?
I guess Orla wouldn't do what you want unless you give her the proper signal. Ooh, doesn't Orla sing beautifully? Huh. Taka's singing voice is much more melodic and clear. Nah, neither one should quit their day job. Please continue your testimony, Miss Shipley.
Hold it!
Miss Shipley seems to want to communicate something.
Perhaps she's hungry.
Miss Fay, could you give Miss Shipley a snack?
Certainly, one moment. What a heartwarming scene. It reminds me of my granddaughter with her pet.
Wow, your granddaughter must have a pretty large pet. Settle this pet pattern and get on with the cross-examination!
But she's such an adorable creature. I never get tired of looking at her.
Silence!
I, on the other hand, have had more than my fill of this tomfoolery. Enough is enough!
Sounds like Prosecutor Blackwell is about to blow his top.
What should I do? Should I continue the cross-examination? But I'm not finished with my cross-examination. Huh. You have just about exhausted my patience, right, Dunner?
Mr. Wright, please finish as quickly as you can.
Yes, Your Honor. But I'm not really sure how to continue, to tell the truth. Mr. Rums had to have commanded Orla somehow. Do we have anything in evidence he could have used? With Orla, it sounds like I can present evidence that contradicts a particular statement. Guess it doesn't matter which statement. What could be used to command Orla?
Witness, please continue with the testimony.
What could be used? Okay. The whistle?
Objection!
That statement is clearly inconsistent with this evidence, Your Honor. I hope you don't think waving your finger about aimlessly is going to help you win this trial.
I agree. I see nothing inconsistent with that evidence.
You must have the wrong evidence.
Objection!
Oh, okay. Sasha told me an interesting story about Miss Summers. Azra used to send her boyfriend videos of herself teaching the Orca tricks. I used to help Azra take the videos on her TV phone. Most likely, Mr. Rhymes still has these videos of Miss Summers. Miss Fay, could I ask for your help?
Of course, Mr. Dick. What is it?
You're using Mr. Rhymes' TV phone, correct? I'd like you to examine it for me. Please look for videos of Azra Summers issuing whistle commands to Orla.
Videos? I'm not too sure how to do that, but I'll give it a try. My apologies to Marlon.
Right, Dana. What are you up to? You'll see in a moment, if Pearls can find those videos for me.
Mr. Dick, I found them. I found some videos like you described.
You did? Thank you, Miss Fay. Just as I suspected. How did Marlon Rhymes get Orla to do those tricks? I will now show you. With Mr. Rhymes' cell phone. His cell phone? Are you implying use an app? Miss Fay, see if you can issue Orla a command.
Me? Could I do such a thing?
You might be able to if you play a video with a whistle signal in it. If there is a video of the lifesaver trick, please play that. Before you do, though, please put the practice dummy in the pool.
The practice dummy? Alright. In it goes. There, it sank to the bottom. Now I'll play a video. Orla is diving down, heading straight for the dummy. Hee hee, what a smart girl you are, Orla. The lifesaver trick was a complete success, Mr. Dick.
Thank you, Miss Faye. You were a big help. Now I have proof. Huh. Unbelievable. You actually pulled it off.
That was the lifesaver trick we saw yesterday. Is Miss Faye an Orca trainer now?
No, Your Honor. I'll explain after we try one more trick. Now let's see if we can command Orla to do the singing trick. Miss Faye, if there's a video of the singing trick, please play that.
Certainly. Let's see. Is it this video?
Done.
Oh my, isn't she wonderful? That was the Swashbuckler Spectacular song. Ho ho! What a lovely singing voice.
It wasn't bad.
By the way, how did Miss Faye give the Orca those commands?
Marlon Rhymes has something on his phone that his girlfriend, Azra Summers, sent him. They're videos of Miss Summers issuing commands to Orla with a whistle. If they have Orla listen to the sounds of the signals, anyone at all could command Orla.
Oh my, anyone at all?
Yes, I believe so, Your Honor. All they would have to do is play those videos.
Mr. Wright, please submit those videos as evidence.
I'm getting the sneaking suspicion the judge just wants to try it out for himself. Miss Faye, could you send those videos to the TV phone here?
Alright, certainly.
Got them. Alright, I'll try playing one. So, this was a training session a year ago, huh? But wait a minute. There's something about that song that bothers me. It's the old song, right?
If the Orca can be commanded using videos on a cell phone, that means that Marlon Rhymes could have manipulated the creature. Arrgh.
Mr. Rhymes, you can't talk your way out of it now.
Silence.
I have to commend you. That was very good proof. I concede Marlon Rhymes could have manipulated the Orca. But isn't it true that the defendant could have done it as well? All she would have to do is use the whistle she knows how to use so well. And she wouldn't have had to use those videos. Surely you admit it's a possibility. She could have easily had Norma DePlume witnesses singing on the lifesaver trick. So, he's trying to argue it was equally possible for Sasha as it was for Rhymes, is he? But is that true? Let me think about that for a minute.
That's right. Those weren't just simple cries, it was singing. As I approached the pool, the killer whale suddenly started singing. It kept headbutting while it sang the Swashbuckler Spectacular song.
The culprit made sure Mr. Plume heard the song and saw the lifesaver trick. Could Sasha have shown these two tricks to the witness? No, I don't think Miss Buckler could have created the same conditions as the culprit. You challenge me to a battle. I hope your sword is sharpened. Let me see those sword skills of yours. Don't you worry, my sword is drawn and ready. My sword is evidence that the two tricks couldn't have been shown at the same time.
Take that!
Mr. Plume said in her testimony that she witnessed these two tricks at the same time. However, that fact is inconsistent with how Orla performs tricks. How Orla performs tricks? What are you talking about? Orla can't perform two tricks at once. She performs only one trick per whistle signal. That's how she's been trained.
In other words, it would be just like with a dog. If you tell him to both sit and shake, he won't do them at the same time. Am I understanding it correctly?
Yes, that's the idea, Your Honor. Good boy. I wonder if the judge has a dog. What a farce. So, are you saying that the witness somehow managed to produce this impossible scenario?
Arr, the creatures for our own trainer couldn't do it, how could I?
Yes, it's a mystery, isn't it?
Boss, you don't have to agree so cheerfully. The defense is claiming that Marlon Rhymes manipulated the orca, but if you cannot explain fully how this was done, your argument doesn't hold water. If you can't straighten out your own theory, would you like me to straighten you out?
No thank you.
So Orla can't do two tricks at a time, but Mr. Plume saw her do it. This logical inconsistency means there's a flaw somewhere. Was Mr. Plume lying? Or is it not true that Orla can't do two tricks at a time? Mr. Plume had no reason to lie about such a thing. If it really is impossible for Orla to perform two tricks at once, then maybe either the lifesaver trick or the singing trick was faked? Faked? Yes, maybe Orla only performed one of the tricks, but it was made to look like she performed two.
Silence!
Maybe. How do you expect to conduct a sword battle with a conjecture? Sounds like I'd better present some evidence here and fast.
Although I'm concerned about your profuse sweating, Mr. Wright, allow me to ask you. Which of the two was faked, the lifesaver trick or the singing trick?
The defense wishes to argue that the singing trick was faked.
And on what grounds do you base your assertion that the singing trick was false? Was faked?
The show song in the video is different from the one the Plume heard, right?
Take that!
This is a recording of a recent Swashbuckler spectacular. In this recording, Orla sings the same song she sang for Miss Fay earlier. But Mr. Plume said this song is different from the one that was sung a year ago.
The song is different?
Please listen to the song in the video from a year ago sent to the cell phone.
Yes, it sounds quite different from the song Orla sang for Miss Fay earlier.
And yet, this is the same video Miss Fay used to issue the command to Orla to sing. By having Mr. Plume listen to the song recorded in the cell phone video, the true culprit made Mr. Plume think Orla was singing the song from a year ago. Only Marlon Rhymes, the owner of the cell phone videos, could have done this.
Silence!
But Mr. Plume said she heard the orca sing right in front of her. How do you claim he made her think that? How was the song recording played? I intend to explain that too, of course. What? The answer lies somewhere in the Orca Pool Visitors Corridor. Marlon Rhymes played the song recording by using this. Mr. Plume heard the song while she was in the Orca Pool Visitors Corridor. There's a speaker in that corridor so that visitors can hear the orca sounds. And you claim the song was played from that speaker. How? Here's how Rhymes played the song over the speaker in the visitors corridor. Mr. Rhymes could broadcast the song and the video to the speaker by using a walkie-talkie. And he could get Orla to do a trick by letting her hear Miss Summers' whistle signal too. He played the singing through the speaker, and he made Orla do the lifesaver trick. All of this was the doing of the true culprit, Marlon Rhymes. This is what you did, isn't it, Mr. Rhymes? You did it. Now we can save both Sasha and Orla. Just leave it to Captain Wright's swashbuckling lawyers to win any case. I don't remember agreeing to that name.
So, it actually was possible for Mr. Rhymes to manipulate the orca. I'm stunned. I see we will need to hear more from this witness.
Mr. Rhymes, the time has come for you to tell the truth. The time has come for you to tell the court the truth. Tell the truth, the court.
I use a walkie-talkie, sir. Sorry, but you didn't know me, Buckle. It'd be impossible, sir.
What do you mean impossible?
I should sing you a little shanty if there's any survey theory. Hark ye well now. Yo, walkie-talkie be broke for real. Mr. Lawyer's fist, I got no appeal. Broke before the plume on the scene. Broke before I could do ever dream. Legit go through and clean it time I. But bill sucking lawyers spit a lie. That okay, y'all don't listen to me, K. Kill the cap, yo, so okay. Here we go again with that flip-flop music.
Broken? Of all the flimsy excuses, bilge sucking? That was uncalled for. You probably broke it on purpose after the fact.
That'd be untrue, little lassie. Although I can't prove what it really was. Lucky be it for me. You lawyers be the ones who have the proving to do.
After everything we've uncovered, he still won't admit it. Somehow I have to prove that he still could have done it. How do we prove it?
Yo, walkie-talkie be broke for real. Mr. Lawyer's fist, I got no appeal.
Hold it!
Mr. Rhymes, are you sure it was your walkie-talkie that was broken?
Course I'll be sure, although you don't have my name written on it or anything. But you can't prove it being not me walkie-talkie now, can you?
I'll never save Sasha this way. I had to figure out how he got a command to Orla. If Rhymes couldn't get a command to the Orca, your theory crumbles. Everything you have done will all go up in smoke.
I be not on the prosecution side, neither, mind ye. The defendant be innocent, says I. But either way, me walkie-talkie was broken, and that be the truth. Broke before the bloom on the scene, broke before I could have a dream.
Hold it!
Do you have some way of proving that statement?
Silence!
The better proof's on you. If you can't do that, then we can end this cross-examination right now. Nerg.
Oh, yo, ho, prove that I broke. Bro, you a joke. Lag even a second, you ain't gonna choke. I wanna press on every word. Nope, judge gonna judge undeterred. You gon' front, then bring the pain, or stop and walk away in shame.
Oh, he makes me so mad. We've got to come up with our own freestyle, boss. Let's get him back with evidence instead, shall we? No singing.
Witness, please continue your testimony about the walkie-talkie. The chick goofed through and clean it time I, but Bill sucker lawyer spinning lies.
Hold it!
You made a big blunder. What happened?
After I helped Sasha with the cleaning, I drove to my accident and broke it. You wish to see it? I still have it with me.
Well, it does indeed appear to be broken.
With me walkie-talkie broken, there'd be no way I could have done what he said. I couldn't have given the old any commands.
Oh, your walkie-talkie broke. Isn't that just so convenient? Mr. Rhymes, I think you broke it on purpose.
Miss Lawyer, none of your false accusations, if you please. I've broken on purpose. Where be your proof?
I don't have any proof. If his walkie-talkie was broken, it throws a monkey wrench into my whole theory. When he let Pearls borrow his cell phone so casually yesterday, he must have already been confident I wouldn't be able to prove anything.
Arr, you'll never get me to agree that Pox Orca be innocent. Something be not done about her. She'll get Sasha one day too. The Orca kills the captain. It was me.
So, you intend to continue to claim the defendant is innocent, do you? But I won't stand for that. Now then, right then, what's your next move? Your Honor, I would like to examine that walkie-talkie if you don't mind.
Certainly. Here you go.
Let's see if there's any way to tell when the walkie-talkie was broken. If it's gonna have bite marks on it, then it's a done deal. If he gave Orla that command, then it couldn't have been broken at the time. I can use the right stick to rotate the evidence, and A to examine if I notice anything of interest. You can also zoom in and out with Y and B to get a better look. Now, let's check every last inch of it for anything off. A walkie-talkie shaped like a sword. Pretty clever, but I don't see anything on it. Well, a sword walkie-talkie in of itself is pretty odd, I guess. But let's keep checking it out. Darn, it is broken. Doesn't seem to work. Wonder what would happen if I thump it. Hey, it's not an old TV, you know. Please don't break it any further. Let's keep looking. Alright, show me the bite marks. Yep, there we go. Huh? Look at these. They look like tooth marks. Hey, you're right. A bite this big. I wonder if it was Orla. Wait, a walkie-talkie with tooth marks? Didn't we hear a story like that just yesterday?
It was a walkie-talkie Ezra used right up until her death. In the middle of the show, the Orca brought Ezra up to the surface in her mouth. She left her tooth marks in Ezra's walkie-talkie. The captain said he always kept that walkie-talkie with him so he'd never forget.
Busted. Rhymes said this walkie-talkie was his, but could it be?
Not out about it, don't you agree? Time to give it up, Mr. Lawyer. Forget the Orca. Just save Sasha's as
I can't do that. Now that I'm finally a lawyer again, how could I hold my head up if I made my client so miserable?
Stubborn one he be. That Orca, you don't listen to me, K. Kill the captain. Yo, so cray-cray.
Hold it!
There could have been some other way besides the walkie-talkie to issue the command.
Silence!
Yes, the Orca could have received a signal from the defendant's whistle. Is this the point you're trying to concede?
Objection!
No, that's not what I'm saying. Some other way besides the whistle.
Rotten lawyer, black cat samurai. Time for a freestyle drive-by. Sasha's legit, that's the truth. Orca's guilty, you gotta admit.
Oh. That didn't rhyme.
I tell you, it be all the Orca's doing. If you don't believe that that bilge, I shall DC with some rap.
I believe you've already been doing that. We tried pressing him, but it didn't change anything. Oh, I don't know about that. His statements might not have changed, but the meaning of one of them may have. Really? You caught something? That one statement just might be the breakthrough you need. But which... where do we present... Okay. Maybe presented here to prove that it wasn't broken during cleaning time, right? Yeah? Sure. Let's give it a shot.
Objection!
Damn it. Your Honor, what is your opinion on the witness's statement just now?
My opinion is that there is nothing wrong with it.
Oh, this is my first trial in 8 years. It looks like I made a little mistake.
That is no excuse, Mr. Wright. I should give you 8 years worth of penalties.
It's been 8 years. Can't he go easy on me?
What? Okay, well. I'm not gonna risk any more penalties. Let me quickly look up on what to do exactly. I know what the contradiction is. I know what the problem is. I just don't know how to express it. So, it's technically not cheating. I just don't know which statement to present. Okay. Oh, okay. So, I was supposed to... Okay. It's been a while since I had to press on something that I've already pressed on. So, alright, here we go.
Hold it!
Are you sure it was your walkie-talkie? You could have stolen a broken walkie-talkie from somebody else.
If you've been accusing me of thievery, let me see your proof.
Alright. This evidence tells who you stole the walkie-talkie from.
Take that!
This evidence tells the truth about this walkie-talkie.
Hoy, yo, ho, ho. Yo, me bucko, you be trippin', ain't worth going all in. You say the walkie-talkie be not mine. The proof you just presented don't prove it all.
I guess you're right.
I agree. That piece of evidence doesn't tell us anything.
Oh, it doesn't? Are you sure? Are you for reals? Okay.
Hold it!
Alright. Evidence tells us who you stole the walkie-talkie from. Oh, okay. But I mean, in this photo, there's a walkie-talkie with bite marks on it. But okay, I guess I guess I jumped the gun on that one. I was a little too early. Okay.
Take that!
How about this then? All right. According to the defendant's statements, Mr. Shipley talked to her on his walkie-talkie before his death. However, no walkie-talkie was found near the victim's body.
Methinks the police just didn't look hard enough. Besides, the captain's walkie-talkie wasn't broken. Be that not right? So his walkie-talkie has naught to do with mine.
I'm not so sure that's true. The victim felt his death. It's quite possible his walkie-talkie broke in the fall. You stole the walkie-talkie after the victim's death, didn't you, Mr. Rhymes?
Silence!
I would not rely on such leading questions right now. If you claim the walkie-talkie belonged to the victim, show me your evidence. Certainly, I plan on doing just that. Please look at these tooth marks here on the walkie-talkie.
Tooth marks? Ah, yes, I see them.
The victim's walkie-talkie was a keepsake that used to belong to Azra Summers, who died a year ago. These tooth marks were left by Orla when she carried Miss Summers in her mouth.
If this is Mr. Shipley's walkie-talkie, then Mr. Rhymes' walkie-talkie is still unaccounted for. Which means he could have used it to command the Orca after all.
And that's not all, Your Honor. The only one who could have taken the victim's walkie-talkie is the culprit himself. The fact that Marlon Rhymes had the victim's walkie-talkie is proof that he murdered Jack Shipley.
Sink me. Not so fast, Mr. Lawyer.
What? You still won't admit it?
This walkie-talkie be mine, says I.
Then how do you explain the tooth marks on it?
I've had many that run in with that orca myself, she bit me more than once, and me walkie-talkie too. Evidence of our fights are carved here into my body. My goodness, I can clearly see the tooth mark scars in your skin.
What? Are those really scars from being bitten by Orla?
Ahoy! Yo, ho, ho! You want answers? I got some mate! I got some mate that scars from Orla, that's right, them girl can put up a nasty fight. That orca bear left me scarred. I had a rep to protect, so I win it hard. So Mr. Lawyer, I win just being frank. And Orla, you get the plank.
Can't let him run the show. I had to find a way to prove the walkie-talkie belonged to the victim. If only I had a photo or something.
You can forget about fingerprints. I always keep my walkie-talkie clean and polished.
This man had everything worked out before he even took the stand. But I won't give up. There has to be a way. Mr. Wright, I found something interesting. The tooth marks on the walkie-talkie. Notice anything funny about them? Funny? Funny how? Something is different about them compared to the other tooth marks we've seen. The only other ones I remember are the ones on the practice dummy. It's just a tiny difference. It might not even mean anything. Right now, we need to consider every possibility we can, no matter how small. Were they painted on? What? If I can figure out what's different about that bite mark, about the bite marks, maybe I can somehow prove Rhymes's walkie-talkie actually belonged to the victim. Think, Phoenix. You can turn everything around right here and now. Mind Palace? Here we go. Time to review the facts we have so far. With the intent of killing Orla, Rhymes drained the show stage pool. But Rhymes failed to kill Orla, and instead, he tried to pin Shipley's murder on Orla. In order to manipulate Orla, Rhymes must have used a cell phone and a walkie-talkie. But the walkie-talkie Rhymes has is broken. I think it's the victim's walkie-talkie, the one he kept as a memento of Azra Summers. I have to find a way to prove that it is indeed the victim's walkie-talkie. Which piece of evidence left on the walkie-talkie could prove that it belongs to the victim? We have two pieces of evidence with tooth marks, the walkie-talkie and the dummy. What's striking about these two pieces of evidence? When I look closely, I see two different bite mark patterns. Two variations, huh? Wasn't there a trick of Orla's that had two different variations as well? Show song? But, okay. A year ago, the orca's song and teeth marks were different from what they are now. What could be the cause of these two inconsistencies? What's behind the fact that the orca's tooth marks and song were different a year ago? No. Can't be. What? I'm starting to think there are two different orcas. The one a year ago and Orla now. And if the orca a year ago wasn't Orla, it means the bite mark on the walkie-talkie isn't Orla's, like Rhymes said it was. Now I can finally prove the walkie-talkie belongs to the victim.
Mr. Wright, you appear to be lost in thought there. Is everything all right?
I just realized something astonishing, Your Honor. Your face is what's astonishing, right, Donna?
You're right, this is what's astonishing, Prosecutor Blackwell. What is this astonishing thing you realized?
Until just now, I thought the orca at Ship Shape Aquarium a year ago and Orla were the same orca. However, two inconsistencies led me to a new fact. And that fact is that there might be two Orla Shipleys.
What? Two different orcas?
That's impossible.
Order in the court.
Explain yourself. What is the basis of this preposterous claim? The orca's show song a year ago and the one now are different. I believe it's because the orca a year ago was a different orca. Two different orcas, two different songs. It explains the show song contradiction.
What be this bilge water talk? I don't understand.
I'm talking about the truth. Truth that will finally catch you out in your lies. You claim that the tooth marks on the right walkie-talkie were Orla's, but that's not true. The two different bite mark patterns on the walkie-talkie and on the dummy proves this.
What? Two different patterns, you say?
Silence.
While I would concede there is a possibility that two different orcas exist, bite mark patterns alone are not proof enough. I want more conclusive evidence. Alright, I will show you conclusive evidence then. So he wants to see evidence other than the bite mark patterns, does he? The orca a year ago and Orla have a different song. The orca a year ago and Orla have different songs and different teeth. Don't I have two videos on hand that can be used to compare those differences? I will now submit two videos with which the different songs and teeth can be compared. Yeah. I thought that the orca looked different.
Take that.
And here's the other. Oh. Right.
Take that.
Please compare these two videos, one from a year ago and one recent. As discussed, the two orcas are singing two different songs. Please also pay special attention to the appearances of the two... What? Please also pay special attention to the appearance of the two orcas' teeth.
And how exactly do you claim their teeth are different?
Let's look for shots in the two videos where the orca's teeth are shown. This is Orla in the recent video of the Swashbuckler Spectacular Pirate Show. As you can see, she has all of her teeth.
What the hell are these smiles she has? I'm a bit envious.
Next, let's take a look at the TV film video from a year ago. Just as I thought, their teeth are different.
Oh, I believe this smile looks a little different from the one we saw a moment ago.
As you can see, the orca from a year ago has one tooth that's broken off.
If the teeth are different, then...
Yes, if the teeth don't fit, you must acquit. On the practice dummy, you can see Orla's uniform pattern with all teeth intact. And on the walkie-talkie, you can see that one tooth is missing from the pattern.
Oh, I see it. Just like the smile of the orca in the last year's video.
The tooth marks on the walkie-talkie were not made by the orca we now know as Orla. They were made a year ago by a different orca.
Two different orcas? I can't believe it.
The statement that the tooth marks on the walkie-talkie were from Orca was a lie. The truth is, this walkie-talkie was stolen from the victim, Jack Shipley. And the only person who could have stolen it is... the true culprit, Marlon Rhymes.
No, you got it all wrong. It be all the fault in that orca. You're alone. Blimey. It be the orca's fault. This can't be. Once again, I'm too weak to help anybody. appear we should hear more from the defendant about Orla Shipley. Sasha Buckler.
Yes, aye, Captain Judge.
Is what Mr. Wright claims true? Are there two different orcas?
The secret that Shipshape Aquarium was hiding was about Orla, wasn't it? Dr. Crab told me to focus on the orca song. He hinted it would be a clue. Phoenix is right. The one we call Orla is the second Orla Shipley. There actually used to be two orcas at Shipshape Aquarium. They used to call the first Orla Shipley just Orla for short. Orla and Orla are sisters. The captain rescued them both when they got beached on the shore. But Orla was in bad shape, and the ship's doctor had to look after her for a long time. Both orcas left the captain, so we decided to keep them on at Shipshape Aquarium. Why didn't you say anything about there being two orcas? Well, because after the accident a year ago, Orla was put down.
What? Orla is dead?
Aye, the Center for Dangerous Animal Control demanded it. Apparently, the captain and the ship's doctor begged him. We put the first one down, so please leave the second one alone, they said. Anyway, after the accident a year ago, the captain told us he was going to put Orla in the pirate show as Orla Shipley. He asked us to keep quiet about Orla's death till the time was right.
What a surprising and complex tale. Do all Shipshape Aquarium employees know about this?
No, just a select few of us.
Mr. Rhymes, did you know about it?
Of course not. How would I? Tell me, Mr. Rhymes, did you plan on killing Orla from the start?
Yeah, I planned to do it during the cleaning, so I drained the pool. I figured if I didn't do something about that beast, Sasha's life was in danger. Sasha trusted that orca just as much as Ezra did. I wanted to protect her. I couldn't help Ezra, so I felt like protecting Sasha was the least I could do. My duty. I built up my strength so that I'd be ready to kill the orca. I even fought with sharks. But the captain realized my plan and tried to save the orca.
And that is why you killed Jack Shipley. Now the report from the crime lab finally makes sense. Report from the crime lab? In court yesterday, you'll recall I showed a photo of the victim lying on his back. According to the lab, the bruise on the victim's right wrist was Rhymes' handprint. His handprint? I didn't know how to fit in with the case until I heard Rhymes' story just now. But now you can imagine the reason for it being there. Rhymes must have made the handprint when he fought with the victim over the orca. A handprint made during a struggle.
I don't care what happens to me anymore. I deserve the death penalty. I'm the one that killed the captain. Please, give Sasha a not guilty verdict.
You accept your defeat well, I see. Let me be your guide to hell. Get on with the verdict, your boldness.
Seems this unprecedented trial that began with an orca as a defendant has finally come to a close.
Sasha is saved. Orla's gonna be so happy. Sasha's not guilty verdict is coming. Why do I still have this strange nagging feeling? Rhymes' handprint on the victim's right wrist. Was it really the result of a deadly struggle over the orca? I can't shake the feeling that handprint has some other hidden meaning. Is this trial going to end without revealing the whole truth?
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Sasha Buckler. No.
Your Honor, please hold off on that verdict.
Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
I would like to further explore this new evidence the prosecution just submitted. Alright, hold on. I'll be back. Alright then. Seems like the battle is not quite over yet. There's still one more thing to explore.
What complaint could you have? You're about to get your not guilty verdict. I see no need further belong to this trial, Mr. Wright.
Your Honor, we still don't know the entire truth of this case. This unnatural handprint Mr. Rhymes left on the victim's right wrist, I don't think it was the result of a fight between the two men.
Not the result of a fight?
Then what do you suggest it was? Boss, what are you doing? Do you remember that evidence we found at the show stage? Evidence? What evidence? That mysterious mark might be the key to understanding the whole case. Your Honor, the defense would like to submit evidence that will expose the truth of this case. A mysterious piece of evidence that pairs with Mr. Rhymes' unnatural handprint. Marlon Rhymes left behind a very unusual set of fingerprints at the show stage.
In what way were they unusual?
They were right handprints on the left side of the ladder. If one were to grasp the ladder in the same way as the prints, it would look like this.
It looks like the ladder is being grasped from above.
Exactly, Your Honor. And the handprint on the victim's right wrist shows it was held with a powerful grip. Marlon Rhymes grasped the show stage ladder in an unnatural pose. If he was gripping the victim's wrist in this position...
Gripping the victim's wrist? He must have been...
It means Mr. Rhymes was actually... That's right. If we couple the unnatural handprint with the mysterious fingerprint... we see that Marlon Rhymes was trying to save the victim's life.
What? But that can't be. It's impossible.
Why don't we ask Mr. Rhymes himself?
Yeah.
Mr. Rhymes, we want to hear the truth directly from you.
I got a hand to him, Sawyer. You got skills. Why did you have to figure it out? It don't matter what happens to me anymore. I am ready to die.
So, is what the defense is claiming true?
Captain, he found out I drained the show stage pool. He rushed to the side of the pool, found it to put some water in for the orca. And then he slipped.
Captain, give me your left hand.
No, Marlon, you'll fall too. Forgive me, Marlon. I didn't realize what deep pain you're in. But please don't blame Orla. It's nobody's fault. Nor Orla's, and not yours.
Hey! Captain!
So, Jack Shipley's death was accidental. Why didn't you tell us that you didn't kill the victim?
Because I have no right to live anymore. I'm ready to get the death penalty. The captain died because of me, and then on top of it all, I used his body to frame Orla. I was gonna kill Orla, and she wasn't even to blame. She didn't do anything wrong. The only thing I can do now is pay for it all with my life. I can't do anything. Couldn't save the captain. Couldn't avenge Azra's death.
Mr. Rhymes, you have the wrong idea about Miss Summers' death. Not even the first Orla Shipley was responsible for her dying. Orla, of her own accord, was trying to save Miss Summers' life.
What? What are you talking about?
Ezra Summers suffered from a heart condition, but she didn't tell anyone, and she performed in the pirate show anyway. She had a heart attack and died before anyone could save her. I'm sure she didn't think Orla attacked her. There's nothing to avenge.
No way. A heart condition. She never said a word about it.
Maybe she didn't want you to worry about her.
So I wanted to get revenge all this time. For nothing?
So neither case was murder. Not a year ago and not this time either. Your responsibility in this matter is great. But I believe you can be rehabilitated.
Marlin, you better come back to Shipshape Aquarium when you're done, you hear? Orla and and everybody will be waiting for you. You still have a lot to offer, Mr. Rhymes. Live your life and never give up. For the sake of those who are gone as well.
I promise to make up what I've done. Even if it takes me my whole life. Mr. Wright. Sasha. Thank you.
Well, I have seen countless trials, but never one that ended like this. I don't know how, Mr. Wright, but you always seem to manage to turn things around. I think all this excitement has taken a few years off of my life.
Is that praise or a diss?
Now then, this court finds the defendant, Sasha Buckler, not guilty. Court is now adjourned, me hearties.
July 22nd, 5:11 p.m., Shipshape Aquarium, Orca Pool.
Congratulations on your win.
Thank you for all your help today, Pearls.
Hee hee. All I did was have fun with Orla.
Orla, I'm back. Oh, I missed you, girl. Oh, I'm so happy for you and Orla, Sasha. Everything turned out great. Felix, Athena, I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Orla and I are both really grateful. I will now act up my gratitude with a little performance, sir. Miss Orla, don't you think you'd better take care of your health first? Alright, fine. I promise. No more shows until I'm better. I don't want anybody to worry about me after all. Good. I'm glad that's settled. Hey, buddy, Mr. Lawyer. You just had to blab every single one of the aquarium secrets, didn't you? I'm sorry, Dr. Crab. Nah, it's alright. I'm glad. It's kind of hard to tell. Although, thanks to you, they now know we're using the illegal torpedo system. But I think we'll be able to wiggle out a serious repercussion somehow. That writer lady is advocating for us, saying that the law itself is to blame. She said she's going to look into getting the law changed. Wow. Go, Mr. Plume. She sure is a powerhouse. There's one thing you didn't figure out, by the way. Keep this to yourself, will you? We don't want to get it out publicly. Remember that appointment I had written down in my calendar? Oh, you mean meet the captain of the Orca Pool at 7 a.m.? That note meant the Orca Pool of the Supermarine Aquarium, not Shipshape's. What? Why were you supposed to meet there? Jack and I. We visited the Supermarine Aquarium once a month. Any idea why? To get dolphin therapy treatment?
No, silly. Remember I told you? Jack and I were against putting the orca down from the start.
What? You mean...
Just pretend to put the first Orla Shipley down. The supermarine aquarium is harboring her for us.
What? Oh, so... That talk about large amounts of money you were paying them?
What's about the owner of the vet disappeared from this aquarium? I came to find out that each time a large amount of money was being paid out. We were paying for Orla's care. You wouldn't believe how much fish orcas eat. Now that it's been proven she was innocent all along, I think we can bring her back soon. Till then, keep it under your head, okay?
Huh? What was he telling you about? Oh, nothing much. By the way, Orla wants you to give her a little celebratory prize.
Orla specifically requested that you give it to her, Phoenix.
Hahaha. Alright, fine. Let's see. What can I give her?
Take that!
Orla, it's coming a day late, but congratulations on your verdict.
Oh my! Hee aren't you lucky?
That's Orla's best trick. The thank you kiss trick.
Oh, Orla, I want to be next. And so, the curtain fell on my first trial in years. I'm looking forward to the comeback of Sasha and Orla's swashbuckler spectacular. After all, I made a comeback of my own, as a lawyer.
Few months later.
Date unknown. Time unknown. Location, ship-shape aquarium. Entrance. It's been a while since I visited a ship-shape aquarium. Now that Sasha has recovered from her illness, she's performing today. There's still some time before the show starts. Think I'll wander around a bit.
Hi, Phoenix. Hope you enjoy the show today. Your orcas are excited and ready to go.
Oh, I'm sure I'll enjoy... Wait a minute. Did you say orcas, as in plural?
Yep, let me show you.
Oh. What? Two Orlas? Don't tell me.
Yep, you caught it right. Orla Shipley the First has returned to Shipshape Aquarium. We be the three pirate sisters. Arr. We be out to stop the evil Scallywag League, led by Red Stash and the Giant Octopus.
Well, I don't want to get in the way of their rehearsal. Guess I better go.
Well, if it isn't Blue Boy, did you come for my book signing?
Oh, Mr. Plume. There's a book signing?
Yes, my new book is just out. It's called Ship-Shape Aquarium. Don't pull the plug. The book signing would be held here in this room. After all, the vet owes me a favor.
Yeah, she got them to approve the use of the torpedo. I'm grateful. But why does she keep coming to my lab to bother me every single day?
My next work would be entitled Sniper, the Penguin Leaves the Nest.
Stop this cacophony. Why am I surrounded by carpet females?
Gee, Dr. Crab gets all the ladies. I guess I'll leave him to it. Oops, it's almost time for the show.
Where have you been, Daddy? Polly and Athena already went in.
While we were waiting, I bought some souvenirs to take back to the village.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I bet they'll love your souvenirs back home, Pearls.
By the way, I hear a certain someone is going to be in today's show.
A certain someone. I wonder who it could be.
Ooh,
Ooh, it's almost time. The show is about to start. Alright, let's go to the show stage then.
I saved you all seats, Mr. Wright.
Oh, I can't believe I get to see the show again. I'm so happy I want to dive in the pool. You better not. I think they'd call security.
You're welcome in the pool anytime, Athena. Red Stash is the best swimmer ever.
Huh? Who have you got playing Red Stash's role?
Sasha, on radio.
Hey, I know that voice.
Yep. Yep, you may know it. Merlin is back, and he's playing the role of Red Stash. It be a new swashbuckler spectacular. Hope you enjoy it, me buckos.
Don't talk.
So,
No.
our pirates
And so our pirates set sail for bluer seas under a sunny sky. Yep. As for me, I set foot into the world of law once more as a full-time lawyer. The end.